Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to our Attila Total War campaign. If you missed the first episode, just have a look through the other videos there. Updated it to YouTube as well. So here we go. So first day back, and we were planning an invasion. We were looking at different options. I had to think about it, and I think I want to do something different. I want to go for the big naval invasion across the sea. I've got to pick a technology. Now, I think we'll go with civic, which is all your economic buildings, or you can go military. And all this does is it unlocks, like the military unlocks new units and benefits to your military. Whereas the civic technology tree will unlock different advantages to your economy and buildings and stuff like that. So it helps you with your economy and money. Don't really know where I'm going to start with, because I would like to have some early advantages with military. As you can see there, it takes 8 turns just to get to that. 5 and 2. But I think a gradual growth in economy is probably the best strategy at this point of the game, just to help me get a base going, and then later on, sort of mid-game, I could probably look at strengthening my military. Sometimes it's also good to look at your buildings and just work out what's giving you what's what. I mean, these guys here will give me an extra unit of Nordic Mountain Raiders, which I'm not sure if I can recruit them yet. No, I can't. So that would give me a cavalry unit that we don't have right now, and the only way to get them is to recruit mercenaries to get any cavalry. So that would be something to think about. Clay pit. So I can't get any of this stuff yet, right? So when you build something, like if I build that, it's going to let me build stage 2 wicker maker and goat pens. So stage 2 wicker maker, I think's that. So it gives me more wealth. It's not much. And what was the other thing? The goat pens. So the goat pens are over here, I think. Yeah. So right now I'm at goat herd. If I wanted to convert, it's going to cost me 1200, which is quite expensive. Considering I've only got the basic one at the moment, I'll need something. I'll need to upgrade something to give me more food, even though we do have enough food for now. I'm thinking that I might leave buildings alone. I should probably get a granary. Now what that does is it gives me more sanitation and food. That's probably not a bad idea. 3,500. I've only got 5,000 to play with. I'm going to need that 5,000 to get mercenaries and make that first move militarily. Yeah, so I was thinking about invading the Picts, because that's different, you know. I haven't done that before. Something different. I've invaded my neighbours before, but I've never actually gone full out invasion, you know, overseas. That's something new. I don't know how that's going to work out, you know. It might work out really badly, actually. So why don't I try and make friends with all my neighbours to reduce the chances of any backstabbings and stuff like that. There you go. So the Danes, they've accepted a trade agreement. So they're improving now. So they're more likely to be friends with me in the future and not backstab me. Would they sign up a non-aggression pact? They've accepted. All right. So this is really, look at that, improving.
I agree.
Their total attitude is improving by 44 now per turn. So they're going to be my best buddies next turn. Hopefully. What else can we do? Do you want to be defensive alliance? No. Military marriage. Priestess. Wow. That's not a bad deal. Demand a wife. Offer a daughter. How do I, I've actually never done this, to be honest. I've never bothered with marriages. Or maybe that's enough anyway for now. You don't want to do that. There's no way they want to be my tributary state. Ask the other faction to become your tributary state. They act as defensive allies and pay tributes to their overlord. I don't think they want me to be their overlords. A military alliance, they don't want that either. Alright, so that's good. We've made friends with them. The Franks, what are they like? Okay, well, neutral. Deteriorating of the Saxons, deteriorating of them, improving, okay. So if we can maybe create
the gods will have me listen to you.
a trade,
no,
they don't want to trade.
Without merit.
Non-aggression pact, do you want to do that? Nah, low, very low. So there's not much we can do with them that I can see. Unfriendly with the Varinians, improving with them. The Jutes. We know we get along with the Jutes. Let's
look forward to your wisdom.
get a trade agreement.
I trust you will not object to
Non-aggression
a cup of wine
pact.
first.
Military access? Oh, hi. Man, so my neighbours really don't mind being friendly. They like the idea of being buddy-buddy, so let's see if they accept that. They accepted it. Alright, so if you look here, we've got 100, 20, 110, 109. I've just increased my income by 30% with all my trade partners. Let's see where else we can make money with these neighbours that I have. Because I want to make the neighbours friends so that there's less risk of them wanting to go to war with me. Alright, so the Angles have accepted a non-aggression pact. So they don't want to break that because that will upset the whole region. The Viridians.
Greetings. Now speak plainly.
Trade agreement?
For
no.
we are an honest folk.
Be nice
and value honesty in others.
Okay, non-aggression pact. They accepted it. All right. Good.
I accepted it.
For Saxons, what about you guys? Virinians. Actually, now that we've done that, do you just want to trade?
We will gladly
Trade
listen to your offers,
no.
but do
Rejected. Okay. Saxons, let's have a look if they want to do something. Oh, they like me. That's good.
I look forward
Non-aggression
to your
pact?
wisdom.
Moderate. Accepted. Alright, so
All praise to the God.
all my neighbours here in this region, we're like pretty friendly at the moment. That's really good. It gives me more confidence. If I'm gonna go and invade the Picts, I need these guys all to be friendly, so that way we can, you know, even if they break out into war with each other, that will hopefully keep me off my back. Active alliance? No. Okay. So the Jutes, they're trading, they're happy. The Viridians, I need trade with the Viridians. That would be really nice.
We will
But
speak
they just don't want to do it.
whatever you wish, but
Into
bring
alliance.
words that can warm our hearts.
I'll have to wait a turn maybe to improve, and then they might want to do it. Rugians, they're good. They're all good. So this little white thing here means that trade forecast. It means that I can establish trade with these factions, but these ones I can't. They're not the sea route or the land route. The trade routes aren't connected, so you have to be neighbours or connecting routes. And at the moment, I don't have any. I could connect with the Romans, but they hate my guts. They're hostile. I wonder if I can improve that.
If you must, but know that
I don't know if
Roman
it's worth it. I mean, they're probably hated with everybody at this stage. Everyone hates them. Everyone hated the Romans. But if there's a time to befriend the Romans, now would be it, I guess.
give words
Look
plentiful
at that.
haste.
All that trade.
Other business calls this
Likelihood low. They got a lot of resources, so that would help a lot economically. No, an aggression pact? No. In my other campaign, they never wanted to do business with me, but then later on, when I got a bit more powerful, they were begging me to do business. uh, just the way the game's set up, I guess. Iranians, I've already checked with them. Alright, so I think I've done all I can do with diplomacy for now, and I'll leave that at that. Are they? Hang on, I'm thinking. The Jutes. They're trading. Can we get any more friendly with the Jutes at all?
Good and noble friend.
Defensive alliance?
What an honor you
No.
do us. Come, speak so that the spirits can hear you.
We've got military access though, that's pretty good. That's really good. They're happy for us to walk in their lands, and we're happy to let them come on our lands with no repercussions. Nobody will get upset, which is good. So I'm going to be, after I move my ships along the coast of the Jutes territory, the Angles, the Franks. So it would be nice if I had military alliance with them as well, but they just won't do it. Defensive alliance. So they might get a little bit upset when I sail my ships near their coasts, because they might think, oh,
Speak.
what are they doing?
Come
You
on.
know,
Do not waste time with the state.
it's not like they say, hey, we're just going to go conquer the Picts. You don't have to worry about it. They probably did. They probably did, but they just still wouldn't trust it because it could be a ruse. They could be lying. So, okay, well that's all I can do. I think Caledonians hate my guts. The Picts hate my guts. Not really.
I welcome you,
But
worthy speaker.
there's nothing I can do with
listen
them.
because your people
No.
are known to have honor.
And they're my target anyway. So, all right. So. Here we go, the crazy stuff's about to happen. I'm going to move my ships over here. Soldiers,
Boarding now.
these guys
Is there
over
nothing
here.
else?
Oh, I forgot to put them on double time, so they travel further.
For the tribe.
And these guys over here, they... Alright, so when you're fighting against a territory, there's a little red outline that shows in the area, and this little red outline that you see around the city is basically where the engagement's going to take place. And if you've got any armies in the area, they'll reinforce and they'll add to the strength of your invasion. And likewise, if they've got multiple armies there, like hidden in trees with an ambush or something, you don't see them. You'll sit there and you'll do some calculations. You'll think, oh, I'm taking on 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 guys plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys, 11 there, plus 6, 17 guys, 17 units, and then you show up and there's another army there and you just, so that could happen. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that's a possibility. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see.
Ready for
Now this
orders.
ship, I don't know, that's going to upset the balance. Yeah,
Whoa. Gods,
that's
curse
going to
ya.
upset the town. Oh, that happiness is not good, so I might have to reduce tax. Alright, just to keep them happy. Even more. Wow, 1. So I have to reduce the tax completely, and that gives me more growth, which is good. Because, like we said last time, the growth will help the city unlock new buildings. Happiness. I need happiness. Public order. And none of these buildings give me public order, unless I build a town centre. That's going to cost me 2,000. It's going to only leave me 3,000 left. But it's going to give me more wealth, 200. I forgot. I need to put a governor in, so that could boost my income and my happiness. Forgot about that. All right, so let's have a look. Who's the best governor for this place? Tax rate, okay, he gives me good tax, that's great, corruption. He reduces the corruption. That's good. It's not bad at all. I can't put him because he's already a general. He's already a general because he's the king. He's the son. Now this guy here is in yellow, so what that means is he's adopted, right? So this guy here he's 34. He's adopted a 16-year-old. Okay. He hasn't got a wife, so that makes sense, I guess. Maybe he's infertile. Can't have kids. Oh well. Can't hold that against him. But let's see his son if he's any good for it to become a good wealth. Okay. So he gives me 10% wealth in the region, and animal husbandry and agricultural. Okay, he's actually not bad for a governor. This guy here, he's good at cunning. Okay, well I don't think that helps for no. Malay, Zeal. Okay, so he's more of a general type than and even that, he's got some negative traits. So, but he's more of a general than a governor build. Same with this guy. Okay, he's got wealth. He's got some wealth here. Yeah, he's got some wealth. So he's got 10% there for the industrial buildings, and then 10% for industrials. That's 20% on industrial buildings. I don't have a lot of industrial buildings, I don't think. I've only got the farming going at the moment. Oh no, I've got one. I've got that, the artisan, so that's an industrial building, so I get 20% more from 300, which is not much, but neither is that. I'm getting 36 additional wealth from per local fertility level and 60 from agriculture, so if anything, the what's that called again? Industrial, yeah, is actually better. So he's probably the best. He's probably the best fit at the moment. He's got no chance of having children. Well, he's got 10%. No, he's got 20% extra chance of having illegitimate children. So he's not really fond of his wife, or she's not very attractive for him, or whatever. They just don't get along. So he might be, he's probably an option. He's not a very good general, so he's probably a good option for a governor. Statesman, let's have a look at him. Wealth from commercial buildings, that's good. Wealth from commercial buildings, govern province. Okay, that's good as well. So he might be, he's actually not bad. He hasn't got all the negative stuff that the other guy has. But he's not a family member, so I would lose my dominion would weaken, right? So that would drop. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I don't think so. Not at the moment. I'm not really worried about that at the moment. This guy, okay, he's definitely general material because he's got a lot of bonuses to fighting. He's stupid. His trait is that he's stupid. So he's not going to be good for much at all. Don't worry, mate. I understand what it's like to be stupid. We all do stupid things at times. And he's not good for anything. Gosh, yeah, I don't. Look at that, all the negative stuff. Ew. Jeez, what am I going to do with him? I'm just going to put him as a companion to give him more boosts, because he's not much good for anything else. Now I'd like to make one of my family members something, give them something to... Because what happens is, when they're a governor, they get more influence. And did we say he was good? Tax rate. He's not the best. He reduced corruption, so that's something. If anything, I think I'll give it... I know he's better, and I think he was good too. Well, from industrial buildings. But he's gonna have illegitimate children. Not that I should hold that against him. But it's not like you like to develop your family rather than outsiders. So, although my family's not very good, looking at them, I don't. Other than these two here for this guy and this guy for governorship, I don't have very good family members. So, all right, I'm gonna make him governor. Stuff it. I'll just take the plunge and do it. Right. So there you go. They give him a nice hat. I don't know why they do that. They give him a helmet for becoming a governor. I guess it's dangerous work. Now I can't recruit any armies next turn, so now I'm going to save their influence. I'll probably spend these guys on companionship because we don't want these guys to become very influential, so we put them as companions, and that gives us more wealth from stuff. So 4% bonus on agricultural buildings, all regions, is nice, and they get an influence +1 per influence earning situation, so they get a bonus for that. So they can recover their influence that they lose, because it costs influence to put them there, so that's going to reduce their influence overall, which is going to strengthen my dominion, because then my family will have more influence than the outsiders. But that's not really good for growth, so, and public order. So actually, I shouldn't raise my dominion. Decisions. Statesman. I want to try and, when these guys get into battle, they're going to increase in rank, and then I can get these guys to become retainers. So I might save them for that. Also, in time, these guys that are other nobles, I might be able to marry my daughters with them. Like this one here is 16. She's got personal influence +2 per turn. Wow, so that's good. So I might marry one of these guys into my family to help the Dominion, I guess. But like I said, I really don't want that to rise, so won't worry about that too much. Now I'll just periodically save the game, so that I don't lose any progress that I make. Not that I've made a lot, but oh, did I actually put him in? Yeah, I did. I put him in. Okay. Now, okay, so I've got to put okay, so this is yeah. So now I can put a provincial edict. And these are little bonuses for having a governor going into place. So you got to look at the one that's going to give you the best benefit for the situation that you're in. At the moment, I'm not going to build anything, so I'm not worried about that. Growth would be nice. Research rate and unit experience. Well, I'm not recruiting and I'm not researching high-end stuff yet, so I'm not worried about that. Public order. Yes, I do need public order. Religious influence. No, I think the settlement's already very religious for our religion, so that's fine. I'm going to put in public order. Right? So that's going to increase my public order next turn, so I won't be negative. And I've reduced the tax rate completely, so the German peoples are loving it. They're not paying a lot of tax, they're happy, they're growing, and they're about to go on a raid. How exciting is that? That's what they lived for back then. They lived for this stuff. These raids was the glory, you know. This is where they made their money. They came back with loot. They could have the potential to take over new lands, and this is what they lived for, you know. I can't imagine living like that. It's just the life of a Viking raider. That's just so hardcore. It's just so hardcore. Now, this is going to be a very quick ending to a campaign if these guys decide to invade me. It's just going to be disastrous. I mean, we're friendly. We're friendly. very friendly. So I hope that they don't do it. If they do it, I can come back. I'll have these three armies, and what do they got? I've got a little bit more power than them, and because I'm not spending my money building anything, I'll have the ability to train a shitload of mercenaries. If they decide to invade me and take my city, when there's hardly no one there to defend it, I mean, I've got a garrison of 4 soldiers, so 4 soldiers. I got a catapult, and I've got 3 ships. Right, so a total of 4, 7, 8. You know, it's like half an army there to defend it. Not much. If they go in full attack mode, and they got like 12 dudes there and 7 dudes there, that's 19. So they could go in pretty hard and take that place if they wanted to. I mean, I'll give them a fight, but I think they would win. Alright, so we've done our first turn. Everything's looking set for this next turn. I'll just do a quick check, make sure I didn't miss anything, because sometimes you just forget little things. Look at that, trade partners. 339 income extra next turn from trade partners. And I think I'll be able to get more from other neighbours once we become a bit more friendly. They realise I'm trustworthy. I'm on Team Vikings, and we're all going to go and invade the UK. You know, that's hopefully everyone. Who are these guys? Saxons. So the Saxons, you can see they're already raiding shit. They're already out there doing their thing. All right, let's end turn. Go. Here we go. What are they doing? They're not doing much. The Saxons, I think, got closer to the coast of where the Romans are in London. Political obstruction. Okay. When one is climbing the greasy pole, there is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Your candidate has been blocked from office by your opponents. What will you do? Well, because I'm not interested in... I don't want to lose influence for Dag. He's my king. I want to keep him strong, yeah? Lots of influence for Dag. So I'm not going to decree that this guy becomes a companion. Do I want to make him pay more influence and he gets to be a companion? It's an option, but at this stage I think I'll forget it. He's not worth it. I'm sorry. You're not worth it. Oh no, both of them. Yeah, forget it. Not interested. Office security. Okay, one of them got into office. I don't know how you call it an office if he's a companion, but I don't know how that's an office. But he's in office now. Cigar. He's having a cigar in the office. So there he is. Okay, so he's the admiral. He's my navy admiral. He made it into office. He didn't. And he's the governor now. So he's the king. He's the heir. He's the governor. These guys are just doing nothing. They're just statesmen at the moment, sitting pretty. So I lost control. This bar here drops, and as this drops, and as the control drops, the power drops. The dominion drops, the power drops. So I don't mind becoming respectable because I'll get more loyalty, and I won't get the growth penalty, and the public order will actually improve. So I don't mind dropping that a bit, and I might even spend some influence in the family. So I might should I risk it? Yeah, let's risk it. Assassinate, declare. No, I'm not going to do that. I declared someone else an heir once, and then the other dude rebelled. Bad idea. I mean, if he's very loyal, I don't know how it works with the loyalty, but I can't remember whether he was high loyalty and then just dropped to 0, or whether he was low loyalty and was already almost rebelling anyway, and that just pushed him over the edge. But this guy, he's pretty low. He's on 4. He's on 4. You never know, but I'll just leave them as they are for now. I guess I could try get him into office. Might as well. Wasn't very lucky the first time with the other nobles. Let's see if I'm a bit lucky with the family members getting into office. He hasn't got enough to even try, so I'm gonna keep waiting for him. He's actually got a good clean. He hasn't got any negative stuff. I quite like this. It's a good adoption, except for his loyalty. His loyalty's a bit low, so I need him to increase in influence. So I don't know if he's increasing it or anything, but you need boosts. You need like, oops.
For the bride.
You need stuff that boosts there. Here we go. Look. Oh, look at that. So the king, per one influence per turn, he gets 3 per influence earning situation. So instead of getting 1, he's getting 3 per turn. So his influence is rising, you know, and his wife's good too, +2. Okay. So she actually gives him a lot of bonuses if he was a governor, but unfortunately he's a general, and if I kick him, if I go to replace him, I think that will upset things. So I don't want to upset him for that, even though he's the king, and I suppose he'd kick himself. He can kick himself, and then he can only have himself to blame, but he may regret his decision and still be angry at me for it. I'm not sure how I fit into the equation. I'm his handler. I'm handling the king. I'm his personal assistant or something. I'm his personal, what are they called? Advisor. Makes me pretty powerful if I was his personal advisor and he follows everything I tell him to do. Jeez. I've promised him riches over in the UK. Well, it wasn't known as the UK before, was it? It's Britain. Britannia. We're not even going to Britannia. We're going to go by Britannia, but we're going to head over to Caledonia, Hibernia. And more specifically, we're going after Tuesis. This could be a complete disaster, by the way. It just could go very wrong. Okay, so now I've got, this next turn, I've got more public order. That's really good. Everyone's happy. I've still got the issue of the risk of sanitation. Sanitation is a 3% outbreak. It's not that bad. I'll take the risk. I'll leave it alone. Let's see if we made more friends with these guys, the Franks. Are you guys more friendly now? Oh, deteriorating. Oh. Okay. Because I'm friends with the Jutes, the Saxons and the Angles. The Franks have gotten pissed off. Okay. Is there anything
Are
we can
you
do?
brave or foolish? Or
Well, that's a shame, Franks, because, you know, we could be friends. Probably try. I should have focused probably on the Franks more than the Saxons, I think, now in retrospect, but because I could get trade with them, I can't get trade with the Saxons, so that was a mistake. The Danes, are we more friendly now? Improving, nice. They also don't like that I'm friends with the Rugans, Avrinians and the Saxons. Well, you're going to have to, you know, be friends here, guys. I mean, we're neighbours. They want to invade them, do they?
good and noble friend, what an honor you
Military
do us.
alliance?
Come,
No.
speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
Defensive alliance? No. Defensive alliance? No. Well, I'll just have to hold them to their word and hope they're improving still. And they're improving as well, so... Oops. So hopefully that holds up. The Varinians, they're improving as well. The Rugans, they're deteriorating. Why? Why deteriorating? Only very little. We're trading with them.
I look
Can we
forward to
do
your wisdom,
defensive
but I
alliance?
trust you
No.
will not object to a cup of wine first.
That'll probably upset them. Alright, well. I wish I'd not made friends with the Saxons and instead focused on the Franks, because they're the ones that have trade possibilities, and I've now screwed that up. Can't trade with them. I've got to try and establish trade with the Varinians now. That's really
Well met, friend. Satan, let
that's
your
what the
words
next
move
thing
me
is.
to anger
They
or
want money.
agreement,
They probably
as you
want
wish
money.
of them.
No, it won't take money. Not that much anyway. What about that much? Ooh, he might take that. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe the Saxon Varinians to improving. If I did trade with the Varinians, that would really make things interesting, because 900, I'm paying 900, but I'll get that back in 9 turns. It's not a very good deal. But I've made that in 1 turn anyway, so I'll try it. They rejected it. Maybe I'll try it again, and sometimes they get in a better mood. Moderate. No.
I do not think our
700.
people want your drink.
Hang on. Trade. Maybe a little bit more. 900, I think I said the first time. 900. Moderate. No.
Your goods.
They don't want to do it, so I don't think I want to pay them any more than 900. What am I on? I'm earning 1,000. I'll try one more. Maybe if we negotiate.
You are welcome. Although my ancestors and people expect talk with
What about
purpose
marriage?
and
What about
honesty.
marriage? Would you want that? Low. They don't even care. They don't even care about marriage. Don't you want to be allied with marriage? Payments. I'll pay you 1,100. That's my last offer. Final offer. It's a lot of money. They rejected it. I think they realise I'm desperate now. These guys just keep coming back. It's like, no, the same offer. This is not enough. No. Oh, forget it. Spent enough time trying to make a deal that they don't want to do. Alright, so I've moved them. The town's pretty, it's okay, you know. I could build something that's not too expensive. I'll get the money back in 2 turns, so town centre would give me public order. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Squalor. How much is this squalor affecting me though? Corruption 5%, taxes 44%. Wealth is not as high as it could be. Political situations, negative, public order, but I'm fixing that. I think gradually I'll fix that. Not sure how important sanitation can get in terms of affecting money. I don't think it does. Income, poor. So I might go town centre, because it's going to give me wealth from commerce, and I'm focusing quite a lot on commerce, a lot of trade, so I wouldn't even mind converting my trade, my ship building, my military wharf into a trade jetty. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's going to cost me 2,000. That's a lot of income, wealth from commerce. 450. That's 900. That's a huge boost. I'll get my money back pretty quick. It's going to take 4 turns to do, and it's going to pay for itself over this and the next turn. So I might do that. That's trade. You know, I could be focused on trade. I don't need a military, a navy at the moment. I don't think. I'm not really worried about it. It's going to take 4 turns to build, but it's going to give me good income, so I'll build that. It's going to spend a little bit of my treasury, which I need for those mercenaries, but I'll be up to 4,700 next turn, so I think I'll stick with that. So I'll save this turn, and end turn. So now we're getting to the flow of the game. It gets a lot more interesting for you guys, I'd imagine. If I was watching it, I like to see progression. You want to see things happening. You don't want to always be stuck in the same place. But you know, we're making progress. We're making friends with our neighbours. We're being very peaceful and honourable. It's a different style than what I usually play, so it's interesting. I've always wanted to try that. So a lot of political obstruction. So they don't want anybody. Nobody wants anybody to become in office. So I'm going to forget it. I don't mind losing control because, like I said it before. Oh, disaffection, Siguri. Oh, he's lost loyalty because I failed to aid him. Not all political, Siguri. Okay, one got secured. Gotrek. So who's who? Siguri. Okay, so he's a nobody. Well, he couldn't get into office the first turn. It wasn't my fault. Because I didn't bother to... I let the control drop at his expense. Oh well, too bad. Gizur... Who's this other guy? Gitrick? Gotrick. Companion. Okay, so he got into office. Yay. They lost influence in their attempts. He hasn't got enough influence to try yet. He does. He's the governor. Maybe I'll put the governor into office. Sounds like an idea. Try anyway. I could try putting the heir as well. Should I try him? Why not? I'll try the heir. There we go. Hopefully they get into office. Not having a lot of luck putting people into office. I mean, I've got 2 in there out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like 6 attempts. I don't know, I'm not keeping count. Alright, so technology. Oh shit, I haven't even been looking at these. So these are event messages. We built our first technology, so the next one I'm going to build is wealth from agricultural buildings, industrial buildings, cultural buildings, industrial. Probably industrial will be good next. Commercial. Commercial, even better, because I'm going to get the trade wharf going, so that will boost that income. It's going to take a lot of turns, but we'll put that down. So 3% on that. That's that's not bad, I guess. 900. What's 3%? Roughly 30. It's not much. All these percentages don't really add up until you start getting bigger. Alright, so we're going to move our fleet. So what I did last turn, I didn't explain it. I check which one moves the least, because I want to keep them together. Because if anyone attacks these guys, you want them to fight as a group. You don't want them isolated. If they do, they'll get picked off. So they'll think, oh, we'll just take them out, you know. So you gotta think about that. All right, so we'll go over here. These guys can go further, but we won't, because I don't want to leave them alone. Yep, so get them over here.
Moving out.
And these guys will go next door. I think we'll move these guys up a little bit.
We still have a win.
And we'll move these guys in between, in the middle, right in the middle. So the king is second in line. You got the admiral in front, and you got the air following up behind. So we're heading over there. They have no idea it's coming, hopefully. So this is just going to hit them out of the blue. It's just going to be boom. Oh, what happened? We lost our capital. Oh, shit. If we actually win. Alright, save that. Zoom. And, oh, I didn't visit the diplomatic situation. So let's just check that how things have changed. Oh, things with the Franks are getting worse. I mean, they only have one region, but I really wanted to trade with them. I stuffed
You
that
have
up.
the ear of my people. Do not waste
Maybe I
words.
can
We are
pay
worthy
it.
of
No, I
better.
can't afford it. It's too much money. I mean, I'm on 4,700. I've just about got back to square one, where I started at 5,000. It's not worth putting more money into a deal there that may not even pay off. The Varinians, I've got to get that trade happening.
You are welcome.
Come on.
All
Oh, here we
of
go.
my
Trade.
ancestors
Moderate.
and people,
Yes. Alright.
all the gods.
So now I'm trading with
Word
4
hold is golden
factions.
truth.
That's
Accurate with
400.
my heart and tongue
Roughly
to all he
400.
said.
That's even more. Oh, that's one. That's excellent. Non-aggression pact. Defensive alliance. Do you want to do that? No. So I'm strengthening the bond between all my neighbours, and hopefully they won't attack each other. Oof, they hate each other. They're improving. They're improving. So those two are getting along okay. The Varinians and the Rugans are getting along okay. The Danes are not happy with the Varinians. It's improving slightly. Improving with the Jutes, so that our neighbours are getting. I mean, if I can get my province to be peaceful, even though it's not controlled by me, it's okay as long as I'm benefiting with the trade and they're benefiting, and they don't attack me. It's not causing any damage, you know, in the long run. I really need to work something out with the French. That's not good. Why do they hate the Okay, their relationship with the Saxons is improving, so there's still hope. The Caledonians really like the Picts, so they're gonna hate me when I attack them. And the Picts, they don't necessarily. It's pretty neutral, but I'm on my way to destroy that. They just don't know me yet. They're a different culture, so they're Celtic or Celtic paganism. So I'll have to spend a bit of effort converting that. So that's going to be an extra bit of time spent trying to appease the population if I can take over their region. But on the plus side, it's going to be a capital city. You know, it's going to be another capital. That's part of the reason why I decided to do it as well, because I know I was very indecisive about it. I was like, oh, am I going to risk it? It's going to be a big risk, and it still is. But, you know, it's a walled city, it's a capital of this province, and I can, because you're in a corner, in the top of this map, I can expand downwards from there rather safely. I've already got a good start here, so now if I can establish a second base, it'll increase my chances of survival, and at the moment that's the game. The name of the game is surviving. Oh, look at that trade, that's beautiful. 462 trade money coming in, I like it. It's all about surviving, right? That's the objective, is to survive until the spring of 400, so... Looting and sacking, well, that's going to be harder to do. Research the following technology, labour service. Oh, okay. Okay, so I should do that. That's going to give me 1,000. And be at war with the Saxons. Well, I've made friends with them, so... I'm supposed to sack Flevum, which I'm not I'm not doing. Rugian, I'm supposed to sack that, which I'm not doing. And Angulus, which I'm also not doing. So my goals are completely different to what the game's trying to tell me to do. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's only 1,000 in money, and sure, that's nice as a one-off, but I'd rather it be a regular income than one-off. You know, for all that trouble. That's a lot of trouble. I mean, I've got to take my armies across there, and I don't have that much army to be spreading out doing all that work across the map in 5 years of gameplay, which is 4 or 5 is 20 turns. I mean, I'm basically going to spend a whole year travelling just here to take over one place, you know, and then securing it, spending time securing it. Alright, so I'll quickly save that and end turn. I'm happy with that. And we'll see what happens. See if these people get into office this next round. I should do that technology though that gives me 1,000 at least. At least I'll get something. Look at the Jutes. Look at the Jutes. They're migrating. Well, they're not migrating. They're going to they're going on an invasion as well. They're going. We're all going to go on a big raid almost together. I wonder where they're going. Office secured, Gaudi. Alright, you got in. Ring. Oh, he lost loyalty. Oh. Gizur secured. Alright. Oh, look at that. I got 4 companions in office. So I'll be getting extra wealth. 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%. 16% extra to my agricultural buildings income. Nice. So that's a good bonus to have. I lost a little bit of loyalty with those unfortunate events, but it's going to happen. Now to drop this below that, integrity, powerful. I want to be respectable. I don't want to be powerful at the moment because it's too much negative stuff. I would even be happy with balanced or respectable. So I don't mind losing a bit of dominion and a bit of control at this stage of the game. She died. She's not a very good wife. She's average. She's going to be able to marry soon. She needs to increase her influence, and then I could marry her to one of my other nobles, and she could potentially bring them into the family. Or I can hold off and use her as a political pawn and in a diplomatic mission, you know. I might be able to... The Franks didn't really care, did they? Oh, God. They really hate me this turn. Wow. There goes... Oh, look at all the trade they've got going. Because they're trading with the Roman Empire. Wow. Yeah, see, I missed out on that. Ah, wow. So now, what that means is that I think the coalition, the German paganism coalition, is not going to include the Franks. Everyone else is sort of on board. The only person that's slightly... They're improving. They're fine. Yeah, we established trade, non-aggression pact, so we got a treaty with them. We might even be able to go a bit further and do a defensive alliance. Look at that. Oh, defensive alliance with the Varinians. That's good. And what about the Rugians?
We have need
Defensive
of talk,
alliance.
I'm
We've already
sure.
got one.
We also
already
need
got one?
good food, a warm
No, I've only
fire,
got- no,
and
yeah.
warm women.
No, they don't want to be defensive alliance. Very friendly though. Okay. What about the Danes? What are we at with you guys?
Sit,
I was really
friend.
surprised
Let
those
us
guys
talk.
accepted the defensive
Let us have
alliance.
good
That was
wine
awesome.
Until we can talk no more.
Military access. Ooh, they want to pay
I
me
do not hold with the overlong tongue,
for military
preferring
access.
the axe's edge as an argument. So listen.
It's going to help, I guess, but they're trading with me and their neighbours. I don't really want to give her up though, as for this, just for this. And hang on, they didn't even make it so that military access was on the board. Why can't I make them as military defensive alliance? Okay.
We do not have the civilized
They want
races,
to
but we
offer
our
her for
words
marriage.
honestly, from the heart.
Okay. They want to give one of my generals a wife. Yeah, I'll pay 100 for that. Why not? That's not a bad deal. There we go.
Much talk can
That's
be
great, man.
wearisome unless it brings
Diplomatic
agreement
marriage with the
here.
Danes, 20. So
So
now
where's
we're
the
really
wife?
improving. Now we're really going to get friendly with these guys. So that's good. Defensive alliance now? Come on, where's the option? Who are they? Oh, they're fighting against the Varinians and the Rugians. So I need them to break... Can I tell them that? I can't tell them to stop warring with those guys, can I? Because I don't want them to fight them. We want to be... I didn't even realise they were fighting them. Should have looked at that. Oh, well maybe they'll do it on their own accord, you know? Hopefully. Doubt it.
My friend, be welcome.
Military alliance?
The
Do you want to be
spirits of
military
this place
alliance?
smile upon you.
No.
The gods bless you.
Defensive alliance? No? Come on, we could do this. Give you a little bit of money, just a tiny bit. No, they don't want to do it. Fine, we won't do it. Franks. They're just not gonna improve. It's all gone to shit. It's just hateful. Look at that, they're hateful. Gosh, why be so hateful? They're getting strong too. I gotta watch out. If they come at me, I'll be in trouble. So I need to keep an eye on the Franks now. Alright, let's move my ships
Ready for orders.
closer to their destination. I just realised that the ships aren't actually going to help with the conquest, with the invasion, this area here. The war area is actually on land. It doesn't expand into the ocean. So that's not good. So this settlement here, it's this Camillidum. Where's the main? Here. Okay, well that's not going to work. I'm taking a huge risk here, man. I just know that this could go very bad.
Yes.
But
Your orders.
I'm stick to my guns now. I'm going all the way. I'm gonna keep sailing my Viking ships up the coast.
We still have a wind.
Keep the same formation that you guys have had the whole time. And these Picts, man, they're gonna be like, what are you guys doing here? Where the hell did you people come from? Why would you try to invade our lands? You have your own lands. I don't know, it's freezing cold. It's freezing cold over here too though. The truth is there wouldn't really be much logical reason for them to want to invade that area. It just makes no sense really. I just figured I could and I would. Okay, so there's not much to do here. Yep, so diplomacy, I think I've checked, not much to do there either at this point. Franks are never going to be friends with me now. They're not going to be friends, so I'm trading with everyone I can, you know, until I uncover more people and I get new territories. I'm going to be limited by that. All I can do is try and strengthen the relationships I have. And the ones that are deteriorating, well, it's too late. They're just going to keep deteriorating because all the things that are pissing them off are just going to keep accumulating every turn because I can't change it. There's nothing I can do about it. So that's just the way the game's set up, you know. You can't change that about the game. Alright, regime, end turn. The Jutes, what are they doing? So they're going to land over there on Roman territory, over in Britannia. I think the Saxons landed there as well. So there might be quite a few invasions happening over here. The Saxons tried it, and now the Jutes are trying it. So everyone's heading over to Britannia to invade. Oh, what's going on here? Oh wow. The Jutes are gonna, not the Jutes, the Danes, they're gonna kill the Varynians, and that's gonna, well, I'm still gonna keep the trade. But the problem with that is you get more money from having more people rather than just one, because they're not really gonna improve. They're not going to improve the trade if they take over that place. So it's not going to be beneficial for me for them to do that. Or rather they didn't. Rather they did not do that. But they're going to do it. And the Picts are hating me more and more, so oh well.
Ready for orders.
Oh, this is crazy. Ships.
For the tribe.
I wonder if they would attack me.
For the tribe.
Alright, so we're gonna pull up our armies next to their land.
Steady as we go.
Oh god.
Ready
It's
for
getting
orders.
very it's getting intense now. This is gonna be the bit where
To the oars.
everything's gonna happen,
For the
and
tribe.
you know, the whole campaign is make or break, right? Makes or break, you know, it all just comes together or falls apart right here. It's just the crucial moment. Oh, it's not looking
The
good
sea
either.
beckons.
They've had time to reinforce their settlement.
Fleet ready.
If I land, I'll be in double time mode.
For the tribe.
And if they attack me, I'm not at full strength, so that's no good. I can't land until next turn. I'll need to change that because right now it's disabled. I can't change the
For the tribe.
because right now they're moving at double speed or whatever. You know, it's faster. They can move further.
Ready.
Well, they can hire mercenaries, but I'm not going to do that.
Ready
I've
for
increased my
orders.
bank to 7,000. I'm going to get more money next turn with the trade jetties coming into fruition. 450, look at that. Wickermaker. Artisan, Wickermaker. So the Wickermaker makes a lot more money, yeah? 350, 450, 350, 750 for the bone cover. Wow. So the bone cover would make me the most money. Which one is it? This one. Bone cover. So you need labour service for that. Labour service. There it is. Well, that's what I'm going to get next. So that's I'm going to go that way. It'll give me more money. Bone cover. At this point in the game, I want to build my income. You know, I need to be able to deal with threats that are going to arise, like the Franks. They're going to be a threat. I think the I've lost a lot of confidence in this invasion here. This is looking terrible because they got a big defense force here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, plus 12, plus 8, 20. So what is it? 20, 27, 29. 6, 20, 26. I'm gonna need to recruit a lot of mercenaries when I land. So, I don't like it. I do not like it. I might be better off changing course. This has really gone pear-shaped. I could go for Ibericum, take on the Romans. Shit, I could even go after the Franks, but they've gotten a little bit more powerful with their army. Their military's gotten more powerful. See, the Picts, militarily, their strength is still not that good. So... oh boy, it's getting really scary here now. I'm going to end the turn and hope for the best. The Druids, I don't know what they're doing. They're just sailing around the coast. They can't pick a target either. They want to raid something. I just don't know what to raid. Oh, here we go, Imperium. Alright. So what this does now is it allows me to train more armies and fleets and governors and agents. So I get 2 more armies and 1 more fleet. Ooh, a worthy bride. One of your subjects has recently become infatuated and wishes to marry his intended, Al Gaud. Is she any good? Ew. She's a drunkard. I'm not going to lose 20 influence to intervene. I'm just going to give them a blessing and lose some control. I'm happy with that. Balance of power has shifted, so it's dropped, I think, because of that particular action. So that's actually good, because now I'm actually getting less. I'm getting a better public order by 2, and my growth has improved by 2, and my loyalty has increased by 1. So people are more loyal. So that's actually better for me than being up here. So I don't mind losing a bit of power. This is not a real measure of power anyway. They shouldn't call this power. They should call this influence or something like that. You know, like overall influence or something. I don't know. Okay, so... oh, look. So the Danes have given me her in marriage, and it shows up on the little thing. That's pretty cool. She's nice too. She gives you good influence. She gives good religious influence to the husband and public order to the husband when he governs, which he's a governor. So that's actually good. We've already got a good religious situation at our base. So that doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. I have to change the technology to get this. Labour service. Let's see what happened. Construction complete. Alright, so the jetties are built. And look at my incomes. Jumped from 1100 to 1500. That's good. That's very good. Dag has got battle movement speed, melee attack, less armor. Okay. Local traditions. I could build a tavern. So I have to look at the tavern. I think it's in the town centre tree. Yeah. So it hurts your food consumption and your squalor, but it gives you good public order and wealth. Meeting hall. So I'll have to increase my food supply so that I can get that eventually, because that would give me more money. So I might build this. This is the goat herd, because I've upgraded it. It'll give me more food. How much is it going to cost? 1,500. I can afford that. That's 1 turn worth of income. Alright, so that's going to give me more food. I've got more money coming in from the trade jetties. Soon I'm going to be able to get the wood cover. No. The bone cover, which gives me a lot of wealth. But that's going to hurt my public order. My public order is on 4, so it's not it's not very high. It's increasing gradually. The granary give me food as well, but I need that town centre, don't I, for the wealth and the public order. Because the town centre will nullify the public order penalty from the bone cover, but it will eventually start costing me a lot of food and squalor as I get further on. So eventually I'll need to get 7 population. I need 7 population surplus to build another building, and then I might get a sanitation building so that I can later on get improve my income. Right now I'm happy at -2 sanitation. I'm suffering a little bit, but it's not significant. Okay, so Gizur has increased in rank, and Gizur is my governor. So he's getting better because he's governing. So if I conquer that other section, that other province, I'll be able to put in 2 governors and get even more bonuses from people. So he's level 2 now. And usually that means that I can get like this guy to be his retainer, and then I'll gain experience from his experience. So this guy here, Hydric, will gain experience from Gizur because he's his retainer. So I might do that when he gets a little bit higher, even, because at this point he won't gain much, I don't think. Let's just have a look at him. 1 per influence earning situation. Legitimate children. Yeah. Oh look, he's got 2 skill points. So when you look at this, it'll give you rank increased. So you go to him. View governor details, and then you can. So he's got 2 skill points to use on this table. You can undo them, but you can only undo the ones you use straight away. So I can increase the tax rate, get more food over here, more cunning, melee defense, naval, melee attack, tax rate. Well, I've had to reduce the tax rate because I want people to be happy in that place. So might have to give him the tax benefit improvement. Minus 45%. So it's pretty bad. I'm not making as much money as I could. I mean, if I increase the tax in this, just have a look. It's making 1,400. Just to midway. Oh, 1,484. Hasn't changed. Oh, hang on, it's changing at the top here. 1,900. Whoa. It's gone 1,500, 1,900, 2,200. Wow, that's good income for this early in the game. And 0 happiness. So maybe I'll drop it a little bit to 3. 1,900 is still really good. And I can upgrade this guy's traits, skill, to improve his tax rate to 6%. So it'll give us a bit more tax. Alright. So, not really sure where I can verify how good that of an impact that made, but it's good enough. It should be good enough. Alright. So he's my first promotion, or what do we call it? Rank. Okay, so he's my first ranking character, the guy that I put in as a governor. So as you can see, the people don't get a lot of rank from sitting around doing nothing. They have to be governing, they have to be fighting. These guys have been sailing the whole time. They haven't gotten real anything, you know.
Yes.
All right, let's land these guys. Let's see what happens.
Fleet ready.
It's gonna be scary here
Your
because
orders. Disembarking now.
what can I hire? That's gonna be the question. Wow, not a lot. Oh God. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at best.
Ready
That
for
is not good.
orders. Going
Especially
ashore.
considering those ships are going to be useless to me. They're not going to be able to fight on land. So, what do? They're just going to sit there. I might even, if they don't attack me,
Ready for battle.
I might even move my soldiers. I can't. Yeah, it's already... So if they attack me, it's going to be a nightmare because I'm going to have to deal with these whole 3 armies. I've only got 2. So this whole thing's been a disaster. I was hoping that they wouldn't have this much defending them. So I'll need to prepare for them to attack me and try and deal with that as best as I can. It's going to come down to
Thirsty for battle.
defense. And who am I going to recruit the mercenaries for?
Ready for battle.
They got some heavies. Poor armor, low health, poor armor piercing. These guys are just useless. They're just not very good at all. These guys, they're a little bit better, but poor morale. Excellent rate of fire, so skirmishes. Excuse me. I'll get some light stuff, get some skirmishes, and I'll leave it at that. That's 13. And these guys, I'll recruit
Warriors all.
some Celtic warband, axe, brigands, and cavalry raiders, skirmishers. So this is the cool thing about the game the Total War series is the unit types. Is a very interesting unit situation. Like they've got the spears, so they're usually good against cavalry, good counter to cavalry. Then you got your swords, which are good against hand-to-hand combat, not good against cavalry. Then you got your light stuff, which is only good for flanking at best. They just can't hold the line. And then you got your archers to shoot arrows, and your skirmishers, which throw pikes. So they're not very good at hand-to-hand combat or fighting against cavalry, but behind the heavy stuff, the swords and well, they're light as well, so they're not going to hold line. Medium spear infantry. So this is probably the most solid unit I have in this army, is these three. I should have recruited some army. But look, I've gone into negative. I'm not making any money next turn because I've got all this army. And I've got a decision to make. I've got 12, 21, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. Oh, 13, 16. So it's 29. This is 28. It's very even. It's very even. And they've got the protection of the city. So they got walls, they got everything. I should recruit the onagers, which they shoot rocks at the walls to take them out if I'm going to attack. But at this stage I'm really worried about attacking them. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere. I mean, my dudes don't have they're not heavy enough, they don't have the morale, they don't have the armor. I think my best chance is if I raid them. So next turn I go into raiding mode. And they attack me out in the open. Because if they attack me out in the open, I might have a chance. So if I move away over here near the trees, some tree lines over here, I might be able even to set ambushes and stuff like that and use to my advantage. But if they attack me, I need to have these two armies all together, ready to go, ready to fight. If they recruit those onagers, I'm going to be pissed. So maybe I should recruit them, but they're so expensive to maintain. Oh, they're not. Oh, they're usually 1,000. Oh, there you go. That's not so bad. Alright, well I'll recruit them. I'm happy to take on 250 per turn. Alright. So that'll boost my army a little bit, especially if they're attacking. I can deploy my army as far away from as possible, and then when they approach, I'll be able to take quite a few of them down, just as they approach with the onagers, which are light artillery. So these things shoot these rocks across the map, fair distance. That would be huge help when I'm trying to. I'll see if I can get these guys closer, just in case if they attack these guys. Will they? No, they won't. They won't be involved.
Warriors all!
Maybe I should put them over here, closer to the water.
Get moving!
Can't. They already finished their movements.
For the tribe!
Oh boy, next turn's going to be very interesting. The next turn is going to be the moment of truth. This whole campaign could fall apart, and that would be one of the shortest campaigns ever. I'm losing money, so I should probably try and boost the income so I don't lose as much. And look, I've nullified my happiness, my public order, in order to reduce my income loss. That way I still keep around 4,000 in the bank, and hopefully if there's more turns, if there's more mercenaries that show up for recruitment next turn and the computer doesn't take them, I might be able to. So fingers crossed. Quickly check the political situation, the diplomatic. Okay, well the Rugans they're getting unhappy with me because I've increased in power slightly. There's no reason to get upset though. Guess it is if you don't want me to become powerful, eh? You don't want your neighbours becoming powerful. Am I the only one who's being positive here? We're all benefiting from trade. Come on, people. It's just you don't benefit if you don't work together. Let's take on the Britons. Let's invade and plunder their lands and keep ours peaceful. Here we go. Oh boy. The Jutes have just, they don't know what they're doing. They just keep sailing around the same area. They just can't decide if they're going to invade or not. You just got to commit. Just commit and go for it. Well, they didn't attack me. 12, 9. I don't see any changes. So they didn't do anything. So they're obviously very confident in their position. Whereas I am in a precarious position here. Can I get more mercenaries? Nah. So we've exhausted the mercenary pool. These guys are at war with the Roman Empire. The Caledonians are at war with the Roman Empire, so everyone's at war with the Roman Empire. And historically that's what happened. Everybody just went to Rome to war with the Roman Empire and took all their lands. Now I can't spend any more on money while I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to invade and attack or not. Well, hey, they haven't committed to attacking these guys either. I mean, they should. They got numbers advantage. Saxons. They're happy with me. Deteriorating though. Deteriorating abysmally. Why are these people all deteriorating?
Greetings, friend. I've called for good aid to ease
do you guys want to be defensive alliance? Yes, you do. Alright, let's do
women
it.
to ease other parts. Yes.
That's awesome. Military alliance? Oh, maybe. They're the man to join war with the Romans. They'll pay me.
I beg you, march against them before it's too late.
I could do that. I don't mind going to war with the Romans. I don't have anything to lose. They're all the way over there. Yeah, let's do it. Military alliance? Rejected?
I'll go.
Come on. I've gone to war with you. That's a military alliance in itself. Oh, you just ripped me off, you bastards. Maybe they want some money. Because they pay me 300. I'll give them 300 back. Oh!
I offer this in the name of our people.
They want
Let this
to
be a
arrange a
sign
marriage
of
with
goodwill to come.
Gunvor. Who's Gunvor? Gunvor? Ring, Gortrick, Hydric. Ooh, who's Gunvor? Hey, is that her name? Shit.
Welcome, worthy friend.
Offer payment of 300. So if I offer them 300, they counter offer with a marriage or not.
I cannot.
Okay, they've just given up on the whole thing. They forgot what they had, what the deal was. Maybe 600. Oh, I don't want to be giving away money like this. Fuck, just for military alliance. Nah. Well, that deal's off the table now. Oh man, I just didn't know who that guy was. I just want to check who it was that you were trying to marry. See, the game doesn't... it's got to give you access to this stuff, you know. I think that's the line fine tuning that the game needs, like little things like that. I mean, I just wanted to check who they wanted that woman to marry. I couldn't see who he was. So how am I supposed to know if I want to do it or not? I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do that marriage. I can't just accept a marriage willy-nilly. Which is... Alright, so now... Can we do anything with these
We have
guys?
need of talk, I'm sure.
The
We
Danes.
also need good food, a warm fire,
Yeah.
and warmer women.
Military access? Moderate?
I do not
All right.
hold with the overlong talk, preferring the axe's edge.
So they
as an
want to do a
argument.
marriage now.
So listen and then agree.
I don't know, let me look at other options here. Gift. You want to pay me a gift? We're very friendly. Military access. Moderate. Nah, they don't want to do it. It's because they're at war with the Viridians and the Rugians, and they're my friends and they're my friends. They can't decide, and that's why they haven't attacked them either, because they don't know what to do. They're in a bit of a stalemate as well. I need to make them get friendly with each other, which they are. They're improving. Their relationships are improving because I'm like the middleman, and they don't want to jeopardize our relationship because they're making good money from it as well. So if anything, I want to make the Rugians more my friends,
Greetings,
even
friend.
stronger friends, defensive
I've called
alliance.
for good ale to ease your throat.
Oh, they rejected it. Why? Why would you do that? Moderate. Offer payment. 300. Nah.
Our gods whisper to me that I must reject your
It's
offer.
getting difficult
Worthy though
to...
it was, and hopeful.
These alliances are getting more and more difficult to deal with. I should have just attacked them all like I normally would. I should have just killed them all. It's getting tricky. The angles. What's the situation with these guys? Well, they like me.
Welcome. We will talk and then we will feast until our guts rumble and our
Defensive
backsides
alliance,
ache from
moderate.
over you.
My people can
Yeah, I'll
only
pay you that.
dream of wealth like yours.
I'll pay that.
Can you
Let's do
not-
it.
You have the iron strength
So that's
of the sword
more
within
defensive
your heart to
alliances.
speak such wise words. Excellent.
Hang on, no, that wasn't a defensive alliance, was it? Yeah, it was. Where are they? Angles. Oh, there they are. Angles, yeah. So now I've got 3 defensive alliances with the Viridians, the Angles, and the Rugians. So if the Jutes and the Danes go to war with any of these, it's going to upset the whole balance of things. Whether that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, I still don't know. Oh, look at that. They're loving me. Very friendly and improving significantly. And the Saxons, improving as well. Nice.
We
Do
have
you guys
need
want to
of
be friends?
talk, I'm
Defensive
sure.
alliance?
We
Hi.
also need good.
Yes.
I will
Look at
take
the alliance
one of our
getting
food
stronger.
and put it before my people. They will feast in celebration.
That's good. That's going to make everybody happier. Everybody's going to be happy to be part of my alliance. So even if I fail my my invasion, I'm going to have friends at home. Military access. Do you want to do that as well? Yes, why not?
Go.
Military alliance. Oh, we want
Gold
600 for
freely
that.
given and gratefully
That's a lot.
accepted is
Just
a
do
blessing
a
from
military alliance.
gold freely given and gratefully
Oh,
accepted.
that's a lot of money you're
is a
asking for
blessing
there just for
from
a
the
military
gods to all
alliance.
involved.
300. I'll do
So
300.
say the bones.
Last offer. Oh, they're the
These
mans.
people trouble even the
Oh,
gods.
shit.
I beg you, march against them before it's too late.
They want me to go to war against the Franks. Fuck. That's interesting. Well, my relationship with the Franks is just getting worse and worse. And the Franks' relationship with all my allies and friends is getting worse and worse. I have nothing to lose anymore going to war with the Franks. I'm not worried. But it would be nice to get something out of this. Yeah? Military alliance. Accepted. Oh, oh, interesting. I'm now at war with the Franks and the Roman Empire, and I haven't even had a battle. And I've got 4 alliances, and the Saxons is my Saxons. Out of all people, are my strongest ally. Can I strengthen anybody else's? They're strong. Jutes. I want to make the Jutes my military alliance.
I've called for good aid.
I want to marry
As big as the sword cuts,
not
direct to the bone of the matter.
Military
Listen,
alliance.
and possible to give agreement.
I screwed up that deal earlier with someone. I got military. No, I don't even know what I did, but I missed out on a military alliance with someone before. I screwed up the deal. I think it was the marriage with the Danes. I should have asked for the military alliance. Have I got it? No. And I got the marriage. So I could definitely improve this situation a little bit.
We have need of talk, I'm sure. We also need good food, a warm
access.
fire, and warm women.
Oh no, that's right. I couldn't do it because they're at war with those people. Jutes.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread and drink ale.
They want that
It
bloody
is the nature
marriage.
of warriors to cut to the heart of anything. Consider this proposal carefully.
So they need a link here to the guy. There's not enough information there. I'll just leave it. Just leave it alone. Alright, we made some progress there with the situation here in with the Franks. Oh shit! Well, the Franks are invading against the Saxons, so I can understand why they wanted help. Interesting situation. That's gonna be. Doesn't help that the Saxons are over here. Oh, they're taking a big risk. You know what I could do? I could come and conquer Boracum. It's probably a much better place to capture than bloody Tuesis at this point. This place is getting... It's just too risky.
Ready for orders.
It's too risky. I'm not feeling good about it at all.
Going aboard.
So...
Steady as we go.
Oh. Move those guys. Can I move them?
Your orders.
Oh, can't move them.
Warriors all.
Why can't I move them?
Getting on our
Oh, there
way.
you go. So
For the tribe.
I'm gonna abandon this idea because it's just too risky, you know. I mean, if I had a better army, I had better gear, I might be a bit more confident about it, but they just got too... The position of strength that they have there is too strong. I can't take over. If they had sent an army somewhere else and they weren't prepared, I might be able to do it, but they're just all there, so... I think my opportunity is here at Boracum. I could just raid that even. Make some money. Alright, so we're gonna abandon this conquest and we're still raiding and we're still out for loot. Just we're gonna be a little bit more patient about it. Although it's not good because now I got all those mercenaries I'm paying for. So I've got to consider that. I need to get income going again from somewhere. And it's not going to happen while I have these mercenaries that I'm paying for. There goes the dog. I could go help the Saxons as well, fight against the Frankish invasion. If I took this place off the, and I'd achieve one of my objectives, looting or sacking Fleven while they're attacking the Saxons. So opportunity has presented itself, but how long is the Saxon resistance going to last here? I mean, they're going to lose that. Their army's over here. They're being attacked by 2 half armies, and they don't have a full army themselves. And they're over here in bloody Britannia, so that's why you got to be friends with your neighbours first before you decide to go out on conquest. You can't just go on a conquest with your neighbours all hating you. And they're not happy with each other. Oh. So opportunities are presenting themselves for us to do something else here. We could go and we could definitely go and help out. Oh, a new player has shown up, the Langobards. Let's see what we can do with them. You guys want to be friends? Who do you hate? Hang on, let's find out first who they hate, because if they improving, I don't want to piss off my allies. Improving slightly. So the Langobards might be someone to consider.
Well met, friend. Sit and let your words move me to anger or agreement as you wish of them.
They accepted it, okay. So I might be able to make more friends here. And the Alamans, very friendly with them, very friendly. Not so friendly with them, but friendly, improving. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like a spear and
I can't trade with them. Moderate. They accepted it, alright. Nice. Military alliance, defensive alliance? No. We're moving a little bit too quick with this. This is like, hey, we're happy to have a non-aggression pact. Let's just see how that goes, and then we'll talk about the defensive alliance. Okay. So, double time. Double time. Double time. They're not going to go far. So we're going to try and move these guys a little bit further out, away from this place. I really would like to conquer that, but I just don't have the army. Maybe once I get a second city or something under my belt, I might be able to grow into it, but right now it's not looking good. Now I could go and help the Franks, and it's a good possibility, but what's in it for me, you know? For me it's probably best to conquer this place here if they don't do it first. I bet you, this has happened to me before, I bet you I'll get there and these guys will take it over before I get to. We'll see what happens. If they do that, I'm attacking them. If they take the place that I want to take, I'm just going to wage war against them. No, how dare you? You took the place I wanted. I mean, I don't want to destroy that relationship, but if you start taking lands that I'm looking at, all of a sudden we're in conflict. The Saxons, man, they're getting They're under pressure here with the Franks. They're just going to attack their capital, which is nice, well defended. Whoa! What are these guys doing? Disease outbreak. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. This is bad. So bad. Shit. So, things are getting desperate now. I've got an army of Rugians landed on my land. They're supposedly my friends. Well, we're just trading, really. I have to see if we can.
Welcome. We will talk and then we will feast until our guts rumble
A military
and our
alliance?
backsides ache
Nah.
from overuse.
Okay, all of a sudden they've become a threat and scary, even though we're trading together. Payments, not. Oh, not comfortable with that. Now I can raise a new army, right? I can raise a new army at home. Overseer, Master Planner, Merchant, Defender. That's what we need. We need a Defender. A Lord, Taskmaster, a Marksman, Powermonger. Oh, Bujart. Who's he? Bujart. He's not even in my Actually, he might be a good general. And I could probably marry him. Can I marry yet? No. Damn. So, what I'd really like to do is get this dude here to raise an army here at home, just in case these people decide to attack. I've got a little bit stronger defense right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold out much. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's nothing. But again, it's going to reduce my income per turn. It's going to... This is getting really ugly. I'm going to have to make a move soon. And that's what this game does. It forces you to make really tough moves, tough decisions. What are the Saxons doing over there? They're worse than me. They're gonna lose their base. Ah, stuff it. I'm gonna head over to Eboracum. I don't care anymore. That's just what's gonna happen. I can see it as a good target. So I'll see how it goes. If I get there and there's like a whole Roman army here just waiting, I'm just gonna cry. I'm just, oh, I can't do this. 20, that's a full army, man. They would do it. They would attack me, these guys. What have they got to lose? Nothing. They're not worried. Oh, I'm spreading myself out, but... I think that even Steadfast Defender's better. Sigaru. Where's the army?
Thirsty for battle. Warriors all. Are you ready to do your duty to the tribe?
4
Fight with us.
4 units.
It's a good life.
Alright, so that's going to train 4 units at home. Oh my god, this is getting really... situation's intensifying. Oh.
Your orders?
Save. End turn. Anything that I missed here? I've encountered the Abdanians. I keep forgetting to look at that. I really shouldn't. Abdanians. Who are they friends with? Okay. But I don't really want to be friends with the Celtic nations. I mean, we want to be friends with the friendly nations, because the idea is that if I'm friendly with the same people with the same religion, and they conquer other areas and they grow and they become more powerful, and I do as well, in time, when we eventually come to a face-off and we have to fight each other, then I've got a good chance to get their lands with the same religion, which is a lot easier to pacify than a land with a foreign religion, especially in the early game. So it looks like Aboricum is being sieged now. What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! If they're being sieged now, it means that okay, the Rugans are not going against me; they're going against someone else. I'm spending money for nothing. Britain! They want to be friends. Okay. Okay. Shit. The Jutes have taken over this place. Whoa. So things have happened. This Britain area is being contested heavily. I'll take the 600. I mean, for a non-aggression pact, I'll take it. Why not? I'll take the money. I need it. I'm not at war with them yet. Mission issued. Be at war with the following faction: the Caledonians. 14 turns remaining, and I'll get 1,000 gold. Okay. I'll consider it. Now, who's sieging here? Ah. The Abdanians are sieging, of course. Fuck you. Oh, so now I can't even capture that because they're sieging it. Western Roman rebels. So this whole situation here is now a mess. I can't take this place because they're attacking. I've encountered Britain. Oh, hang on, they're Danians. I don't care about them. I made friends with the British. The Britons. Not the British. Alright, I better look at this. Peace negotiated. Varinians and the Danes. What did I say? They came to terms. Oh, that's good. So, that is a very good situation for us at home. So, that means that they're, yeah, look at that. Their relationship's strengthening. Couldn't have asked for better outcome there. So I was kind of like the middleman, helped broker the peace. So now I've got to try and get them to be friends with the Rugians, because that would be even better. Military alliance with the Danes. Let's do it. Yes. Alright. We're making progress here, really good progress. In diplomacy anyway. Militarily not great. Not great. I'll have to revisit that in a minute. The Jutes, they're my defensive alliance. Let's see if they want to be military alliance. Moderate. Rejected. Alright. What if I give you some of the money that I received for it? Huh? Moderate. They accepted it! Alright. Alright, so this is a lot of good diplomatic work here. This is the two neighbours, they're good friends now. We're military allies. I could even probably get them in on the military alliance. Do they want to join? Angles.
I look
Military
forward to your
alliance.
wisdom.
Hi!
What I
Boom!
all praise to the
Everybody
gods.
join the
Now let us
alliance!
do wise.
Everybody get in here! Oh, good news. What about these guys? You guys want to be
I look forward
military
to your
alliance?
wisdom.
No.
But I trust you will not object
Why
to a
not?
cup of wine first.
Oh, they're a tributary state of the Burgundians. I didn't know that. Where are the Burgundians? They're not even on the map yet. I haven't discovered them yet. Around here somewhere. So they're still my defensive allies, the Varinians, but they've just made peace with the Danes. But they're not ready for a military alliance yet. Military access, maybe. No. Okay, so leave them alone. The Danes have really come about. Good. The Jutes, good, very strong. The Rugians could be better. They're a little bit.
You honor us. There is food enough for 2 armies awaiting us when
What
we
can I
have
do
talked.
to improve their relationship with us? They need to end that war with the Danes. That will, yeah, because that will fix things up. 75, 17. They're deteriorating by 3. Arrange a marriage. Maybe. Do you want to do that? I can't, how do I don't understand, I don't actually know how to manage these, marriages when there's like all these women on the screen. I don't want to accept that. I'd like to look at the options, but I don't want to just do it like that. Payments. What if I offer you some money? What will you give me back?
The spirits tell us that we should offer you gold. We do not argue with spirits.
They just gave me 300 gold. What the hell? I didn't even know you could do that. What the hell? Low. They gave me a gift of 300 gold. And now I can use that to... I can give him the 300 back. What? Offer gift. Oh. I've never seen that. Wow. I've never seen that. Wow, this is crazy. I've never actually seen that before. True tourist state. Oh. Oh, Rugians. What am I going to do with you? There's not much I can do here. Unless... No. That gift is just... I've never seen that. So the gift is in response to the gift that they gave us. It must be. Still, I'm not willing to give you that money back. I need it. And I think they're going to go to war with the Danes. I don't think they want to come in and fight me. Look, they've gone into their territory. That's the border there. They've gone into this territory here. They want to attack these guys, my allies. Alright, I've got to look at new technology. Let's have a look at what's happening here at home. What would be the next thing to get? So I'm looking at the town centre. I'm looking at the bone carver. And then I'm gonna need... I need to take care of this bloody consumption. Pestilence. I got pestilence. So that's because my sanitation was 2%. My sanitation was -2, so it wasn't good enough, and the disease broke out, which was a 3% chance it was going to happen. But every turn, there's a chance of 3% it happening every turn, 3% chance. Eventually it happened, so you're better off not allowing that to drop like that. So I need to get to 7 population and build a granary. The granary is the sanitation building for the capital. So that will give me more sanitation. So I need to get one of those at some point. And here, construction cost reduction. I was looking at trade wharf upgrades there. Animal husbandry, recruitment cost, upkeep cost. That's not a bad idea. Reduce my upkeep of my army by 10%. I mean, how much is that? My army's costing me how much? 5,000, 6,000. So 10%'s like 100 times 6, 600 saving. It'll cut this back from 900 to 600. So that's good. That'll help in time. I might go that way for now. You need to cut where you can. You know, you need to manage where you can, and things are just the way they're playing out at the moment. I've got to be very careful with where I put money and everything. So I'm gonna bloody. I think one of my missions is to go to war with the Caledonians. Saxons, nah. So I got that 1,000 for the labour service, which is nice. Spring 400's coming up, 3 years. Let's see if we can invade the Caledonians. I mean, it wasn't the initial plan. It wasn't the second plan.
Is there nothing else?
It's now the 3rd or 4th plan, because I was going to help the Saxons for a minute, and then I changed my mind about that. So this campaign, you know, like it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, but there is. It's very subtle. It's a lot of very subtle things happening in the map. A lot of, especially in the diplomacy section. There's a lot of small things that are happening that are having an impact on what people do,
but do not wrap them in
and
lies.
that is going to affect how the gameplay plays out. So the Langobards, I have to keep improving that relationship. Whoa! The Alamans have really taken to me. They really like me. So I'm going to keep trying to exploit that.
Welcome,
Defensive alliance? Nah, that's a bit too
Let
much.
us break bread and drink ale before worlds pass our
There's not much I
lips.
can do other than keep what I have. Who are they at war with? Swabians and the Vandals. Okay. I haven't seen them yet. The Saxons, they're as good as can be, really. I can't improve that relationship anymore. I need to get the Viridians across the line as military alliance, I think.
I look forward to your wisdom, but I trust you
They don't
will
wanna
not
do it.
object to a cup of wine first.
Military access, perhaps? No. Payments? Why don't you give me some money? Whoa! They gave me some money.
Offer you gold. And do not ask.
Hang on, I can go around and ask everybody for money. I didn't even know you could do this.
Welcome. We
I
will
might ask for a
talk
bit
and
more.
then we will feast until our guts rumble.
Moderate, 600. They've accepted it!
My people
The
wish to
Jutes!
offer you-
They're giving me gifts! This is insane! I didn't even know you could do that. No, that's done it once. What about the Danes? You got some money, Danes? Oh. Danes, give me some money.
Good and noble friend.
Payments.
What an honor you do
600.
us.
I'll try 900.
Speak
Shit.
so that the spirits can hear
Low.
your words.
Okay, that's a little bit greedy now. Oops. Lower it. They're just gonna get upset. 600. Oh!
My people with
Oh my god, I can make money from just friends. Well, that makes sense.
good and noble
What's the
friend.
point of having
What an
friends if they
honor
don't give you money?
do us. Come speak.
Coming from someone that doesn't have any friends that give you money.
There's a good pork roasting for you, and better ale and meat
Payments.
set aside.
300.
First, we talk.
Low. Okay, I think I've already got a gift from them. I'm just being really greedy now. I'm just asking everybody for money.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us. Come speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
Moderate? Yes! That's
I
1,
offer
2,
this
3,
morsel.
4,
Now,
5, I think,
like a
gifts.
wolf at the door. Perhaps you will go find.
Wow. No. The Alamans seem to really like me. Maybe they'll give me some money. I doubt it.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread
Moderate.
and drink ale before words pass our
Oh my god, they might.
lips.
Nah, rejected it. It's first rejection. We haven't really been long friends, so do 300. They accepted it.
My people wish to
Holy
offer you this
shit.
gift of gold. If you
No idea you could do that. Well, that helps. That helps quite a bit, actually.
fleet ready,
These guys, are they ready to land? Not yet.
ready for orders.
So if I land them next turn, I should be able to attack that place. Now I'll probably play. How many turns have I had? Nine turns, so I'll probably do a couple more, then I'll end this stream. It's made a lot of progress with diplomacy. I haven't really had a chance to invade anyone. The opportunity hasn't presented itself. Got to be very careful with my army. I don't want to lose it on a. Oh, how good is this going to be? The Jutes have taken over this place. They're my friends. Who are they at war with? Oops. The Jutes. Jutes. Over here. Jutes. Oh, they're just all at the Romans. Okay. So, they took that from the Romans, which means now that if the Caledonians, man, if they screw up, I'm going to take their base here. That's just what's going to happen. I wish I could do it now, but I need to, these guys need to land next turn. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, very interesting turn of events. I did not see that coming. I've never. I think I have seen someone do that. Like the players are diplomacy only. They don't really do much battles, and they did something like that. But I've never actually had a chance to take advantage of it because I always fight people. I bought a gift from my people in order that we may improve relations, engage in faction politics to deal with your subject, or wait until this stately business has blown over. Well, he's bought a gift. Why would I just let it blow over? Greetings, I've brought a gift from my people in order that we may improve relations. Who are you and where are you coming from? I'll just accept the gift. Well, who could say no to such a generous gift, or ignore such a noble gesture? Well, I couldn't. Accept the gift. There we go. Now we'll see what that does. What's that? Okay, looks different. Looks different. Okay, I don't know why. Algaut. Cigar. Algaut is not anything. He's a statesman. Not much I can do here still. I have to wait until these people run out of office. They all stay in office for a period of time, and then it'll expire at some point. I don't even know what that period is that they stay in office for, but then it expires, and the next turn I'll be able to reset them in a new office. Now, I'm a bit worried the Caledonians have disappeared from here. Oh, the Saxons are going to raid the Romans over here. Meanwhile, their base is being sieged by the Franks. The Franks are just taking advantage of the fact that the Saxons are out raiding over in Britannia. Hang on, we'll see what happens here. Let's see what we gained. Gaudy, public order. That's not going to help. Dag has gained rank. Okay, so they do gain rank from just being out in the ocean. Not much, but obviously they get something. He's so old. He's 64? Yeah. Zeal, melee attack, melee defense. Well, he's in control of an army, so I want to give him melee attack and melee defense, because that will be useful in a battle. And the faction heir, Cigar. Oh no, that's the admiral. The admiral. So he needs military. He needs naval stuff. So I'll head over this way. It's part of the tree. And the faction heir. He's upgraded his skill. Morale when attacking. Morale's good. That might just do it. I mean, 6 morale when attacking. That's probably a good thing to have. And melee attack. Yeah, we'll go with that.
For the tribe.
So we haven't got any household benefits yet. So it'd be nice to get some. I think there's one being developed here. So, oh yeah, that was the one we just got. So he's got ancillary, an artist, which gives public order, but that's not really helpful for him, so can't use that. So all the ranks I've seen, all done. Alright, let's land, and we're going to see what comes of it. Alright, we're going to start overwriting these other files here, the old files. The reason I keep multiple saves is that sometimes, I don't know, if they get corrupted or something happens, you can always reload it, you know, if something bad happens. Oh shit. Can I recruit more mercenaries? Yes, I can. So this is just for the attack now. This is just for the kill.
Your orders?
Oh, are you kidding me? They can't make it. Declare war. Whoa. So, you've elected to declare war on the Caledonians. The Angles, they're deteriorating. The Danes hate them. They're improving, but they hate them. Saxons, they're improving, but they don't like them either. The Jutes, improving, but they're neutral. So the question is, do I want to call my allies to help? Let's see who's really reliable. Let's see who helps me against the Caledonians.
Our warriors will march, and our women will prepare the victory feast for their return.
Okay, so the Picts have joined them. So now I'm at war with the Picts as well, which I guess was going to happen. I didn't even know they had them as allies. Oh, look how many people the Caledonians are at war with now. And that's because of my alliances. I got, how many have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 10 people that they're at war with, or 5 including myself, 5 out of 10 are just my whole alliance. my entire coalition of Vikings and Germanic pagans are just gonna go after the Caledonians. And unfortunately, that's just what has to happen here.
Ready for orders.
So I'm going to siege this. Hang on. How far? Okay, so I need to move him in a little bit more.
Warriors all! We take this settlement for
Why
the
can't I move him in?
tribe! Is that
Okay, here we go. Now I'll attack.
Besieging settlement!
Alright. Here we go, our first battle. So this will be the last thing we do today. So their army is pretty small. It should be an easy conquest. Just absolute destruction. I could automatically do it, or I can fight it on the battle. So we'll fight on the battle. It's should be fun. I haven't done a lot of battles in this game. I've done a lot of automatic stuff, so it'll be interesting to see. I have had some nice battles though. It's a lot harder in this game than other Total War series. So the units, they're very soft, especially early in the game until you get better units later. So in this mode, you've got to deploy your units, or you can wait for the weather to improve. So we'll just deploy because the weather looks fine. So what do we got here? We've got some walls, a tower, and then they got like the center of their village, or whatever you want to call this, town, up here. So there's only really one way in. So this is a bit of a choke point here. But because I've got so many numbers, I should really be able to... Oh, look how far out that goes. That's amazing, eh? I like what they've done with this game, with the maps and the bases and the towns. Because they've made it so even the stuff that's not, you know, built with walls and stuff, they've still got defenses and stuff, which makes it a little bit more interesting for the fights, for the battles. And I'm going uphill too, it's just tough. Is there a way through the back here? No. You have to go all the way around. So the entrances are just here, and even then, look, they can set up a... See that? They can set up a barricade to block that, so that's going to make it harder to get through there. They can't put one here, so I could come across this side. There's nothing there. So you got to scout out the place, you know. You got to know how you're going to approach the attack. I mean, I'll probably win just by sheer numbers in this case, but in a more significant battle like the one that we may have had if we attacked the Picts, that would have been tough. If you get an even number of soldiers bottlenecked on a tight assault like this, it could be painful, very painful, because those towers will eat them up. So I'm going to set up my units so that the light guys will go first, so they can take the brunt of the damage. I don't care about them. I know that sounds brutal, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. There's no point pretending like they're important in comparison to these guys who, you know, at least they got their medium spear infantry, so they got a little bit heavier. So I want to save them for the main fighting, you know. I don't want them to die easily to arrows and stuff.
Infantry!
These guys will just come in on the side here. Skirmishers behind them. I'll put my arrows in the back. My skirmisher cavalry back here. And my general right at the back. He's got to stay safe. I want him to live through this. So you can group up your army, so you can move it as a group.
Awaiting your word.
Now my reinforcements are going to come from here. See this yellow thing here? Right there. So they're going to be coming in here, and I'll get them to move up along this road, and then come in and attack from behind. I'm guessing by the time this battle might be over before they even join, unless I wait for them. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Now I've got to be careful with this tower. Make sure it's not hitting me yet. I don't want to be taking damage until I'm ready to. Oh, and the onages of the other army. So, shit.
Our reinforcements enter the fray.
Here they come. My reinforcements are coming. So, you can see there, nice, beautiful. I love the game. I mean, it's just so beautiful.
The battle is turning in our favor.
They're sneaking. Look at them sneaking in. Oops. Okay.
Man of the North.
That's a lot of army. So, what are they doing over here? So they're still waiting. They're not moving in until I tell them to. They're all in formation. So once I get the other guys into a similar position on the other side, we can attack from both sides in numbers and just overwhelm them, really. Just go in there really hard, because that'll help reduce casualties too. I mean, not that I'm too worried about casualties at this point, because I don't even care if I take casualties, just because it's probably better that I lose
The enemy has been sighted.
a bit of army. So I'm going to put them all into a group, and I'm going to bring them up here.
It's an ambush.
It's an ambush. What are you talking about, ambush? Why? Something wrong here. They're still moving. So we want them to... Alright, 1, 2, 3. You start moving up. Let's set them all up here first, in formation. These light guys, like we did before, set them up at the front. Light, medium can go over here. Archers in the back, skirmishers in the back, cavalry to the right, and onagers behind, and the chief behind. Is that everybody? Oh shit, they're attacking me on the other side. Oh! So they've decided to, shit! Look at this, that's fantastic. I just noticed it on the map, that was close. So this is how you can get distracted. And yeah, I'm going to pause. I'm not going to let this just happen. This could have devastating repercussions here, because if they can win this fight, that would be amazing. So, what are these guys doing? How is this going to play out? They got some horses here. Celtic Cavalry Raiders, Tier 1. So I don't have a lot of cavalry. So what are they doing? They're just coming in. They don't care. They're just going for the all-out counter assault. They just decided that they don't want to wait for us to surround them, which is really, it's kind of a good move, but they're so overwhelmed. There's no way they're going to be able to win this fight and then recover to handle the other side as well, if they can even win this fight. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units. So it's not looking good. But we'll give them the... my archers are already shooting. Yeah, they're shooting. Yeah, I'd like to get these spears to attack this army. Come over here and deal with this cavalry. I should have already moved them. I'll engage them with them. Charge them. There's another cavalry over here, so I'm gonna have to get these spears onto them. I'll get them to attack them, them to attack them, get them to attack them, and them to attack them. And these guys, they're gonna go after them as well. These guys are gonna engage them, and my general is gonna move up here so he can provide influence to the battle. Okay, so he's got a little shield wall, and you got to check these little abilities that your units have, because sometimes they got stuff that you may not realize. Like my archers, they can shoot arrows, so that will give you certain bonuses, right? Cavalry, reload time, piercing damage bonus versus infantry. So I might go heavy shot here. I'll put heavy shot for a little while, and that'll expire after a little bit. And I'll set these guys to skirmish. Now I've got to check as well, what are these guys set as? They're not setting as skirmish, but that's okay. Actually, I'll get them to shoot at the cavalry. Alright, so this whole battle is unfolding. I'll get them to go to the side here. And these guys as well. So you change you kind of change the strategy a little bit as you go. These guys are going to be chasing down those skirmishers. I'll just keep them in place until those horses decide to get closer, and I'll move. So these guys are just fighting it out right here on this hill. So this is not a favourable situation. Look at this hill. I'm looking up the hill. Look at that. They got an advantage. So even though they're outnumbered, apparently it gives you a bonus if you're fighting downhill. So they're going to be benefiting from that. I'll try and get these. Oh, can't get them to come up. Get these guys to fill in the gap here, I think. Here comes that unit. I might even get these archers, all of them, to focus on this cavalry. See what happens. Make as much damage as possible. Look at them all. Look at these arrows.
Attacking our general.
Yes, that's good. Kill him. So I'll just pause the game and give you a little rundown on what's happening. They've attacked from the. They've just decided to leave their base. Oh, look at that! They've still got a bloody unit in the back here, just defending this entrance while they attack. My other army's like on the other side of the town. They're not going to make it. I might just get these guys to run over fast because they're pretty quick. They're cavalry, so they might be able to make it in and help the fight. But everyone else, they're not going to make it, you know. It's just too slow. And they'll get too tired running anyway. So this is my mistake. I should have looked at the map and seen where the reinforcements were coming from. I think they were there to look at when I started. So I should have deployed this army with that army over there where they were going to come in, and then just come in with a whole force, rather than have. I'm going to take more casualties than I had to for this battle, which is kind of sad. And I've got to be careful with these archers, these axemen. They've exposed themselves quite heavily over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys up, and put some space, cover some of the space between this cavalry and this skirmisher unit here, so they don't get surrounded and cut off. I wanted to destroy them. but I want these spearmen to be nearby if they get engaged by this cavalry. Because those spearmen will tear apart the cavalry. Alright, so I'll just zoom in a little bit, watch so we can see a little bit of the fight, the soldiers in the fight. I know it's pretty cool to look at. There's a bit of shrubbery here, so they can't see too much. Not much to see there. They're very ordinary looking units at the start of the game. They're all like peasants with axes and shields. They're not really. There's not a lot of professional armies happening at the start of the game. You see these guys, they got little spears that they're throwing into the mix, which is, some of them even hit their friendlies, which is not good, but you know, that's what the wars was pretty nasty. Alright, so that's what's happening there. I think they're faltering there, those guys, these sword people. 96, 119, 93. Okay, it's pretty even. It's not that. It's still pretty close. It's the uphill thing is not. I'm not liking that. So I'm going to get them to attack, them to push through to that cavalry, and I'm going to get the general to get in there and just finish them. And this unit here is also going to push through. And these guys, I'm going to get this guy to shoot at these cavalry as well. So I've got peltists, skirmishers shooting at, I've got archers shooting at the horses, and I've got skirmishers shooting at the horses. So that's hopefully going to really weaken those guys, and they're not going to want to be a part of this battle anymore. And this battle is just getting really ugly. Alright, I might just... Oh no. What? Why? Oh, because of these guys. Jesus Christ. So this is part of the game that really bothers me. The morale of the troops. Some of these troops are just pathetic. They just run away so easily. I mean, how many soldiers have they got? 20. Shit, they've taken a beating. Alright, well, I was wrong. Oh, God. These guys are getting chased there. Those horses are never going to make it. I can forget that. I've got to finish this here. I can't allow this to continue. Yeah, just fucking smash them there. I've lost more there than I wanted to. Here they come. Take out these bloody dudes. My general is war cry. It reduces their morale, so I'll hit this guy with a morale drop, and hopefully they break soon. Alright, here they come. Get these guys to attack them. They're doing way better than I would have wanted them to do in this battle, and it's all because of the hill, I think.
Our men return to the fight.
Get them to get behind them. Here we go, they're breaking. Okay, that's good. They're coming back. That's good, join the battle. These guys here should break these guys by surrounding them. Alright, well look at this. Look at this situation here. They're following them up. They're running away. They're running away. This cavalry unit here is just going to cut them up. They're fucked. Look at that. I'm just going to cut them off. So this cavalry is they're going to come in handy in that little section there. Get them to come back here. And the battle continues to unfold. Now that tower is shooting arrows. That's not healthy. That is not good. I'm going to finish this guy off. He's routing.
Warlord.
They're routing. Sort of, yeah. Alright, I'm just going to regroup these guys. Routing 50. They're routing, but they're not fully routed, so they're a bit of a danger still. Yeah, okay. Now that army over there are they moving in? No. So I'm gonna start running these guys in. I'm not even worried anymore. I don't care. I'm just gonna run these guys right in there, into their base. I need to get in there and start taking over. Can't afford to be messing around here. So imagine this with a whole. I mean, they've given me fair enough, you know, a fair amount of trouble here, which is a small army. Can you imagine those other Picts? They had a full army defending their town with full towers. Like, there was no entrances. There's no choke points like this place. So no way that would have worked out. Okay, I want that to break completely, and I don't want them to break. Oh God. I'll just get everybody to attack that. Come on, I need them to smash them. They're broken completely. So it's all about morale in this game. Oh, look at this. I'm going to watch this. It's going to cost me though, because I'm not paying attention to this side of the battle. I need to kill this cavalry, man. This is just they're being such a harassment force. Just send everybody in there. I don't care anymore. Now these skirmishers are going to get slaughtered by these skirmishers cavalry. They've been chased across the whole map. It's funny. Alright, so I broke them. Just got to finish them off. And then I could finally head into the base. They still got two units in there. Jeez. They're giving us a good fight. Gotta give them that. What are they doing? They're gonna break. There's no way they're gonna survive that. Alrighty, so now how are we gonna do this? I can't turn from that. If I turn around, they're gonna just throw skirmishing bloody things at me. I just gotta keep following them until I break them completely. I can't afford to let up. Are they attacking? Attack. Come on, everyone attack them. Right, they're starting to flash, so they're not liking that. Oh my god, these guys are running to the ends of the earth, making me chase them across the whole map. Meanwhile, I'm just going to run in there with these guys and
one of our units has used all its ammunition.
Take out this place, this tower. Someone's run out of ammo. Well, that's going to happen. What's happening here? Okay, they broke finally. Now I can break them. Can't let any of these guys. Did they just? Oh, they went into the hiding. Okay. So they're going to reinforce back there. That's alright. Oh my god, I cannot believe this unit is making me chase them across the whole map and I can't catch them. Fucking ridiculous. Just route. You're obviously not going to win against all them. So you have to route. In this situation when you should route, they don't. Makes no sense. If anything, that's when you need to route. You're being followed up by an entire army. There's no way you're going to win. Everybody knows. But somehow you don't route. And then other times you're in a fight and you've got half your unit and you route. Why? No sense. So that's the only thing about the game that still needs balancing and working out. Well, one of the things. Now I saw that general unit coming out here, right? So they're probably going to come out and try to deal with this group. So I've got to be ready for that. I'll set up on this hill, along this hill here. You can see there. So if they come up and out of these trees, because I saw them walking from here, so they're going to be coming out somewhere. Got to keep an eye for them. Wow, I've never seen this. I've never seen a skirmishing unit, defending, do this. If you're attacking, I understand that they usually they skirmish and they run away and stuff. But when you're defending, they just knuckle down and defend. They don't. I'm just going to capture this whole place from the back here, and that way don't have to worry about that whole group. It's such a waste. But I can't afford to only send one or two, because they'll turn around and then my units they'll run away, which makes no sense. But that's just what will happen.
The tower has fallen. Good
Right,
news.
so I've taken their tower, that's excellent. Now I'm going to send the rest of these dudes in here. Set these guys up in here. And before you know it, we'll have this town, finally. I don't know what happened to that unit that would. They must be hiding in there. They're going to pop out at any minute, I bet you. These guys moved from here. I think they've gone back up or around. We'll soon find out what they're doing. They'll show themselves soon enough. And I've got to be careful here, because depending on where they are, once we get vision, line of sight, we'll be able to know what they're doing. Have they finished with them yet? Oh my god, they're chasing it to the ends of the earth. This is insane. Just route. You would just route, you wouldn't run that far. That's it, burn everything down. Look at that, they're burning the buildings and everything. Why would you bother? The building didn't do anything to you. I want to keep the building when I take over the place. I might even sack the place, I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. Alright, so I'm taking over the place. I don't know if they're going to show up. I know there was still 2 units somewhere. One went into the trees and one was over here last time I saw them. I don't know what they're doing. I'll set these guys over here and see if they're around. Might be able to shoot them down with my arrows. I wonder where they went. So they're burning everything on the way up. I don't know why they bother. Run, look at them, they're tired. Exhausted. I've made them run all that way. Oh well. There they are, okay. So now these guys are coming back, and I'll shoot them down. I'll start shooting them down here, from here.
Get moving. Deadly missile ready. Warriors eager for blood. Follow me. Fire on them.
There's still the general unit somewhere. Alright, so they finally dealt with these guys. And now they're all the way on the other side of the map, so I guess that was the point. They wanted to make my army run across the map. That's so annoying. So annoying. I didn't have to follow with all those guys, but I just wanted to be played safe. Now the cool thing about this is I can set up here and I can use their own I can use their own stuff against them. It's pretty funny. Well, you guys should just really give up now, because you're not going to win.
Battle ready. Onward.
I don't know why they haven't given up yet, but they really should. So I'll just set up a little preparation party here, so that when they show up, I'm ready to attack them. When they come up this, if they're going to go around here, around the back. They're not my dudes aren't shooting them. I don't know why. Did they run out of ammo or something? Why aren't you shooting them?
Warriors, on me. We hunger for blood and battle. Warriors,
They don't know where they're going either.
battle ready and eager.
So I've taken control of their of their little, what's that called? Oh, it's falling apart. Oh, they're moving around to the other side. Okay. So I'll set up a little ambush here. So if they come in through here, I'll just attack them from all sides, and they won't like that. Still, I don't know what happened to that other unit. I bet you if I move this unit in, they'll show up. But I'm not interested. I'll win this anyway. I've taken the base. I just got to finish off this unit here. And I'm just about to finish with these guys. Look at that, they're taking arrows to the head right here. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's a killing field right there. Oh, that's real nasty. Look at him trying to... Oh, that's it. That's too nasty. You can't deal with that. That's the casualties taken there. I've set up base in their base. Like, you can't. At this point, you just give up, man. You just rout. I mean, look, I could have automated the battle and not even bothered going into it, but for the experience, I think it's part of the experience sometimes. It's just to enjoy the spectacle of the map and the game in its true glory. You know, it's a pretty amazing game. So I'll move these guys up. What am I going to do here? I thought the game would. You got to conquer these bloody towers. They've made it so the towers are somehow important. You know, like a crucial part of the game. So I'll send these guys across to take these towers, I guess, and finish it off. Get these guys to come here as well. And I'll fast forward this a little bit now because it's getting a bit. Not much excitement anymore. We discovered there they are. They were hiding there the whole time. That's funny. So how are we going to deal with them? Celtic Warlord. Have I still got ammo on these guys? Nope. Ammo? Nope. Ammo? Nope. No ammo. Alright, so I'll back them up and I'll get the axe dudes to engage them. Then I'll surround them with cavalry and just flank the crap out of them. That should deter them a little bit. Okay, they're just going to sit there. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to get behind you. If you're just going to sit there, I'm going to send my army to take that. They're running. I hope they're running. Run. Yep. Okay, so this. What are these guys doing? They're just showing off that they're there. It's like, come to us. Come fighting us. Come fight us, Caledonians. Alright, so I'm just going to engage them. Charge in with the axes, and then I'll get behind them with the cavalry and just surround them and completely annihilate them. Charge! Yep, completely surrounded. And that's the end of that.
The enemy tower is... A fire rages through the enemy settlements.
Look at that. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I hate to be those guys. Just completely surrounded. So you can see, it's just absolute nightmare there for them. Finally, victory! Alright. Wow, that was brutal. Just surrounded from all sides. And battle. Yeah, so for 1,200 men, I lost 1,000. That's more losses than I would have liked, but if I had automated it, I would have taken less losses, I think, so it would have been better. Decisive victory, indeed. Okay, now we've got a decision to make with this settlement. Do we want to occupy it? Do we want to loot and occupy? It makes people very unhappy to do that. So I'm going to have to deal with that if I do that. Sack it. So if I sack it, I don't capture it. And I just get money. So it's a lot of trouble just to get 800 money. I could loot and occupy. That will give me money, a lot more money. And I'll occupy it. So that's attractive. But the province instability is very high. That'll be a problem. And a conquest penalty as well. So that's just for the next turn though. So that's an option. I could just occupy it. It'll give me a unit replenishment bonus, a province instability of 10, and a conquest penalty of 20. And I could raise the settlement, just completely obliterate the whole place, just wipe it off the map, and someone has to rebuild if they want to get that settlement back. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a penalty of 10 for province instability anyway if I occupy it. And all I get for that is unit replenishment, which I don't know if I care that much about that right now. I'd probably rather that money. Yeah, I'm going to loot it because I think loot will give me a part of my mission accomplishments as well. So I'll loot and occupy.
Ready for battle.
There you go. Be at war with the Caledonians. So I got 100 money for that. Enemy killed in battle. Gnatos got deceased. He was the last. He was part of that bloody butchering at the end of that battle. He was the guy who got in the middle of that and got slaughtered. Very unfortunate ending for him.
Thirsty for battle.
And this is not one happy place. This is one very upset place, actually.
Your orders?
So they're attacked. They're being attacked. All right. Well, look, it's been a decent session. We'll come back next time and we'll see what we do next. So I'll save it, and that'll be the end of today's gameplay with Rome Total War. Sorry, Total War Attila. It's actually not Rome Total War. I made a mistake in the title. Now, please check out my YouTube, check out Twitter, Facebook, and just get on the stream and support me. Unfortunately, I can't get a better quality being in Australia, so it's always going to be like this. I've made some minor adjustments, but it's still not enough. I'm always going to be stuck on my uploads like 0.86, sometimes 0.9. It's not enough for streaming good, like fast-moving games. But Rome Total War, like I think it's reasonable. It's slow-paced, turn-based. I mean, what I see here on my screen and what you see in the stream is very minor difference. I mean, I don't get that much better picture than what, even though I've got it on the highest setting. Actually, no, I don't think I do. I don't think I even play the game at the highest settings. Graphics, resolution says 900. Custom, quality, brass. Yeah, so I haven't put it on max. I've put it on just quality, just sort of a mid-size. I could put it on maximum, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. But definitely for the stream, I wish I could do it. You know, if I could stream it at a higher resolution, I would, but I just can't. It's just impossible where I'm at. But look, if you enjoy the experience, then I don't think that matters at the end of the day. So Keep coming back, keep watching. I'll probably play a little bit of a different game actually. I might go have something to eat, have a bit of a break. It was a decent session. And I might try maybe a little Hearthstone, see how that comes out. And yeah, so thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.